At Crescent, we think 2023 will be remembered for sorting out the mess from recent global events and moving forward on some really big issues. So really, I think it's going to be a year of two themes. So the short-term mop-up and rebalancing workforces, supply chains, energy and finances and so on. And then the middle and long-term investment in developing future leaders, managers and teams with the skills that they're going to need for the future. So I'd like to walk through 5 trends with you for 2023. And our first one is rebalancing flexible and hybrid workforces. So as I've just mentioned, fairly short term, kind of immediate term goal this. I think businesses have made flexible and hybrid working work to some degree. Some businesses that we're working with have fully returned to pre-COVID working patterns. But now that's having potentially a kind of causing a struggle to retain and recruit people mainly because workforce expectations have fundamentally changed. Other businesses have embraced hybrid working with flexibility in location and work days and times and hours and so on, or they've tried to for some workers. And so in some instances, it's created a sense of unfairness or created some kind of conflict or what have you. So where training can help and where this is a trend for providing training for us is helping senior leaders to work out how they can get more productivity out of their workforce, but also balance the needs of kind of recruitment and manage those expectations of current and future people for their business. Also, we've been doing some skills stuff for managers in terms of just some practical skills in terms of developing, having difficult conversations and just kind of growing and developing skills in that area. It's always worth a revisit. It's a subject that comes up all the time. We've also been doing some workshops for team members as well to help them think like managers, because while people are wanting that flexibility and while those expectations for the workforce have changed, actually it's really important that they can empathise with the needs of the business, productivity, motivation, commitment, and really kind of trying to foster that kind of ownership in team members too. So that's our first trend. Our second trend for 2023 is kind of medium term, I suppose, is moving a little bit more to the medium and long term, and that's meticulous management through uncertainty. So I think whatever your strategy for getting through the impending global recession and related challenges in your business, you need skilled managers to get you there. Unskilled managers and untrained managers, and according to research, 70% of managers have had no training at all. So it's not their fault as such, but it's really a need for, and we come across this all the time, obviously, because of the nature of our work. There's a need for upskilling people, even with core skills and some of the technical skills for managers too. And so your managers are better able to make decisions, they're better communicators, they build trust, they build great teams. So as a business owner or leader, make sure you've got confident and capable managers. I think it's key to having having a plan to develop people so you can get the best out of quick training fixes like online subscriptions that are quite sort of cheap and freely available for a lot of software and stuff, for example. But if you don't have a plan to actually really for people to apply or embed that knowledge, then that can be a sort of time and money wasted, really. And then other routes like apprenticeships and degrees and things like that can take a long time and cost quite a bit of money. So it's a case of sort of building a bit of a blend of all of those that's right for your business, your teams, your managers and leaders and so on. So that's our second trend for 2023. Next is diversity and inclusion. So we've been developing inclusive leaders and inclusive teams for many, many years, 15 years or more now. It's a core part of our offering. Inclusive cultures and communities at work have really well documented benefits. They're a great source of market-leading innovations that delight customers. They foster a sense of belonging where people can be themselves and do great work and just be their best at work. However, our experience says a lot of companies have frankly got quite a long way to go with this. A lot of companies still need to do the fundamentals right. And I think certain diversity and inclusion interventions, including training, can actually hinder rather than help sometimes. So it's not just a quick fix. It can help, I hope. Certainly with our diversity training, it's really good because we've done it before and we know what doesn't work. We know what some of those unintended consequences can be, and so we can avoid those from the start. For example, things can feel a bit tokenistic, or it can feel a bit sort of short term, like a stick in plaster. And with EDI initiatives, you want something that can really kind of grow legs and really, kind of be there for the medium and long term. So our next trend is responsible leadership, thinking medium and then into the longer term. Achieving big ESG goals, like getting to net zero and cleaning up supply chains, needs responsible leaders that understand complexity and that can place real value on the environment and on people, wherever wherever the environment and those people may be in your supply chain, physically, I mean. So business leaders and middle managers need practical knowledge and skills to deliver that triple bottom line of profit, but also people and planet. And finally, for 2023, our final trend I want to share with you is lifetime learning. So not a new thing necessarily, but maybe new to some people. Technology and artificial intelligence are driving many changes in the job market. It's increasingly likely, therefore, that people need to understand that they'll have multi-stage careers. So on a practical level then, I think people will need to get their head around that they need to reskill. And on a personal level, it takes a bit of courage to appreciate that you might have a career where you were an expert manager and now you're going to be an expert project manager and next you're going to be an expert something else. And that does require a little bit of like I said, just courage to kind of face into that and support. And so I kind of wonder, from a responsible organisation point of view, we create these situations, and I think there's also a need to be able to look at how we can capitalize on those opportunities and support people to develop and grow throughout their career. So that's lifetime learning. So thanks very much. I hope you found that useful. We'd love to know your thoughts, so please comment on the post and follow us on the usual social channels for more detail on these trends and how we can help you.